around your house, or you can go and buy. One thing that you can do is just get some simple rhythm sticks and have them just start tapping with your child. See if they'll start to follow it. They'll track it with their eyes. Bring it down to their ears. See if they'll turn. Okay, at 1 month they may not show any interest, but they'll know that it's going on. Another thing you can do is you can put some socks on their hands. Move the socks around, let them see the socks, let them feel the socks. Let it get them a sensation of that. Again, you're working on sensory motor. And with this age of the baby, you want to make sure that you go at their pace. Go slow pace. Don't overwhelm them with too much. Another thing you can do, you can get a scarf. Maybe you don't have one. You might have a bandana. Use a scarf. Create some movement above their eyes. Let them see. Again, let's see if they're tracking it with their eyes. Move it up, move it down, real gentle. Your baby will show that they're getting a little distressed. They'll start to make facial movements. They may start to wiggle around a little bit. Back off a little bit. Give them a little chance to acclimate to these new environments, these new activities. Another thing, shakers. Everybody has a shaker, a rattle. Again, just give them the opportunity to see it, to hear it, to track it. You can even put it in their hands, let them feel it, let them shake it. Another thing that you can do, get flashlights, you can get rattles, all these props you can get at home. You probably have around the house, or you can get little toys that make noise. Let them feel it, let them see it. Again, squeaky toys are great for this age. One thing that I really enjoyed with my daughter, and I'm a big believer in DVDs, putting DVDs, like if they're in a swing or maybe just in their high chair, just give them some DVDs, interact with them. So there you have it. You got some tools and some techniques. Good luck. I'm Dr. Donna. So you have a 2-month-old store, any type of store, and get simple props. One thing you can do is just use some simple rhythm sticks. Okay, tapping them, moving them up, moving them down. Look again to see if they're getting overstimulated. Back off. This is great for visual tracking, auditory stimulation. You can also get some flashlights. One thing you can do is you don't ever want to shine it in their face, but you can bring it under your face, make sounds, coo with them, giggle with them, imitate whatever they're doing. Flashlights, you can move it up on the ceiling, turn the lights off. You can do some wonderful stuff with the flashlight. Also, scarves are wonderful. Bandanas, scarves, anything, moving them up and down. One thing you can do is toss it up in the air and catch it. Sometimes children are okay with it going slightly over their face, nice and gentle. They'll love that sensation. Also, if you're a silly kind of parent like I am, you can use the socks and create sock puppets, move it back and forth. If they're making sounds, giggle with them, make the same sound with the sock puppet. Also, I love DVDs. DVDs are great, especially these are just a few, Baby Einstein, Brainy Baby. You can use them to stimulate your child's sensory motor again. You might want to watch it with them to help them if they're getting overstimulated. Also, one thing you can do is pick your little one up and carry them around the room. Let them see the outside. Let them see dogs and animals and birds and whatever. Create a whole new environment for them. I'm Dr. Donna with some tips, and I hope your baby's 3 months old. And one thing that's great to do with babies at this age, bubbles. I am the bubble queen, and I'm going to show you. You can do big bubbles. Okay, I am the bubble queen. You can blow bubbles, big bubbles. There's also the opportunity to do, try not to eat the bubbles, really tasty. Babies love bubbles. You can do it when they're laying on their back or sitting up. Also, beach balls. Love beach balls. Beach balls are a wonderful opportunity to lay your little one on the beach ball. I'm going to show you this. We do have the Tubi. Tubi, great if you have a Tubi to sit them in there. Have a lot of toys. Have the opportunity to touch them, hear them, feel them, play with them. But what I really love about the beach ball, it's a real versatile toy. And you can lay them on their stomach, and you can rock them. This is great for working on upper body strength, head neck control, because they will start to lift. You can rock them side to side, okay? You can also lay your little one on their back, use the beach ball to toss up in the air, see if they're tracking it with their eyes. A lot of great stuff that you can do with the beach ball. Also, one thing that I love, DVDs. I'm a big fan of DVDs. Put it in front of their swing, their high chair. Let them view them for a little bit. A lot of these are great. Their language, their music. There's a lot of movement in them. Also, you can begin to work a little bit on just making sounds with them, giggling, talking to them. When you talk to a baby, make sure you use the proper words. A lot of people want to use baby language. I'm not a big fan of that. You want your child to hear the correct way to say cat or dog. A lot of people want to say oh, dog, whatever. Don't do it. Use the proper sounds with your child. I'm starting to work on giving them the triple challenge. Give them a ball. Give them 2 balls. Start to give them a 3rd ball. See what they'll do. Start to see if maybe they'll figure out what to do with 1 ball. Put it down or reach or grab for it. Great thing to do with these balls. They've got little holes in them so they can reach and grab for them, but also start to tap them. Start to roll them. Again, let them see them rolling. Sensory motor development, visual tracking. Also, these little toys are great. Any kind of toy like this that moves, lay your baby on their stomach. Let them work on that upper body strength. And just start these toys moving. Let them watch them. Let them start to reach and grab for them. These are great little toys. Also, little cars. See if they'll anticipate when the car goes off the table. I love teaching sign language to babies at this age. You can get books. There's videos, all kinds of information on sign language. You want to be able to give your child an opportunity to hear language, but also sing language through using your hands. Love bubbles. Bubbles are wonderful. Sensory motor for visual tracking. They'll start to reach and grab at this point. Blow the bubble right in front of your child. See if they'll start to reach out and grab it with their hands. Blow them up high, blow them down low. Big bubbles, little bubbles, it doesn't matter. Also, I love books. Continue to read books. Let them look at picture books. You can start to get books that have pictures in them and feel the textures also. DVDs, love DVDs. DVDs are wonderful to stimulate the sensory motor. A lot of activities go on in DVDs, so make sure you choose the appropriate one for your child's age. Balls, continue with the balls, the beach balls, tossing them, rolling them, throwing them. One thing that I think you can do is whip out the good old household props. Now, this is not necessarily a household prop, but this is. But I'll tell you what, this is a wonderful way to work on sensory motor development. Now, I will advise you this is something that you really want to lay on the ground, but I'm going to put it up here on the table so we can kind of see it. What you can do is you can place your child inside the tunnel, keep eye contact to make sure that they don't get too stimulated by this great introduction to spatial awareness. Excuse me. Get a flashlight. One thing you can do is track the flashlight. When they're in there, you can track it side to side. Watch your baby to see if they're following it. Great opportunity. Turn the lights off in the room. Track it side to side. They'll love it. Also, use the opportunity to continue using rattles, balls, anything that creates auditory stimulation, visual tracking. All that is still really important at this period of development. Also, if your child's starting to crawl, let them crawl after the balls. Let them feel the balls, go after them, work on that upper body strength. Love continuing sign language. Sign language is a wonderful way to teach your child language by using a different form of communication, using their hands, and they'll be able to communicate and be less frustrated. Another opportunity, I hate to say it, but these books may drive you crazy, but kids love them. They make sounds. I'm going to push one. You'll love it. Give your child an opportunity to hear it. Outmet. Tips on how to do that. One thing that you can do is get an old phone. Kids obviously at this point in development at 8 months have probably seen you talking on the phone one too many times. They probably have started screaming. Well, give them the opportunity to talk on the phone. Pretend to play with them. Give them conversations. If you want to, you can use the phone, the real phone, and call and have somebody speak to them on the phone. It's a whole new sensation to hear it from the other line. Purchase some drum. I'll tell you what, drum sets, music sets are wonderful this age to work on sensory motor. Have your child sit on your lap. Put the drum face in front of them. Let them pound on it, okay? Pound loud, pound soft, you name it, fast, slow. Just give them the opportunity to feel that sensation of drumming. They'll love it. You'll love it. Make sure you're singing songs when you're doing this too. Make up some silly songs. I always did that. It didn't make sense, but I loved it. Books. Books are a wonderful way to create sensory motor stimulation, visual tracking. Let them see the colors. Let them see the shapes. Start to talk about what's in a book. Talk about circles and triangles. Wonderful opportunity to also promote different cognitive concepts. Get books that have real-life pictures. I think that's really important, that children see actual pictures of things in their environment instead of just always cartoon pictures. Continue with the DVDs. Love DVDs. I'm a big fan of them. As long as you're interacting with them, just don't plop your child in front of a TV with the DVD. Let them see them. Let them talk. Let you talk to them about them. Another opportunity at this point, they're starting to really have great muscle control. Give them the opportunity, again, to see bubbles. They'll love them. Do that. Babies at this age love to hear sounds. They love to hear your voice. Continue talking to them, singing to them, playing with them. Use puppets. They love puppets. They love for you to make puppets talk to them. They love it when you give them the opportunity to feed a puppet and maybe even put their hand inside a puppet. I love to create musical instrument or a musical band with, I do it with my daughter. We get together and we have a family band. Give them the opportunity actually to hold these instruments in their hand and let them tap. Some babies will have good gross motor and fine motor skills. They can hold them themselves. You can use bells. You can use shakers. You can use rhythm sticks. Rhythm sticks are a wonderful way to have a sensory experience. They can feel the rhythm through their hands. Also, you can get them DVDs that have music, also have visual and multilingual experiences in them. Let them hear them. Interact with your baby when they're seeing these. Don't just leave them in front of the TV to interact with them by themselves. Love bubbles. Love bubbles. Wonderful visual. At this point, they'll be wanting to go after them, walk after them, grab them, touch them. They may even want to blow them, but I wouldn't suggest. They don't taste good. I'm Dr. Donna. I hope those tips help you on promoting your child's sensory motor development at 11. You have a 12-month-old and he's real active, he's moving around, he's crawling, he's just full of energy, and you want to continue working on sensory motor development. Hi, I'm Dr. Donna with some tips on how to do that. Babies love music, they want to hear you sing, they want to create music, they want to use instruments, they want to shake, they want to move. Pick your baby up, start dancing with them, turn on some music in your house and just let loose. Don't worry that you're not a great dancer, they don't mind, they just love to feel the rhythm and the movement. Also, wonderful opportunity to start taking your child outside. If you haven't already, which I'm sure you probably have for stroller rides, but just take your baby outside. Put a blanket, lay under a tree and start to look up at the sky, the trees, hone in on some, help them hone in on, help them hone in on some auditory sounds like birds and airplanes and you name it, any sound that's out there in nature, they'll love. Focus their attention on that sound. Also, when you're in the car, turn up the radio, not too loud, but just sing with them. Have different types of music, classical, rock and roll, country, whatever, children's music. They love to hear it all. Create a real lively environment by singing and moving. Also, puppets are great with your baby to carry on a conversation. Let them be part of the rock and roll band. Put an instrument in their hand. Let them play it. Let your baby feel that sensation with an instrument also. Let them feel the drum. Put the mallet in there, excuse me here, and let them tap it, let them feel, sing along with it. They'll love it. Also, when you're talking to your baby, make sure you know, if you have excitement in your voice, raise your voice, create a lot of excitement with your language. Last but not least, these wonderful books that make a lot of sounds that continue on and on. They'll love them. Let them push each button. I'm Dr. Donna with some suggestions on how to promote your 12-month-old's sensory motor development. Good luck.